your father and then was locked up. I say them, but your father was locked up in D.C. jail, right? They had us on administrative segregation. You were saying that the administrator basically saying that we need to monitor these guys 24 hours a day because they have so much influence in the D.C. area that they can run some shit. So we need to complete monitor. Now they went a step higher and said, we got to get these motherfuckers out the jail and take them to Quantico on a military base.
Correct.
And start moving back and forth with helicopters.
Correct. I think it's important, though, that I think people can't, I don't think, there's no basis for that in America.
Right.
Like, honestly, there's no basis for that in America. Right? Only the closest thing that you could put to that is like an enemy combatant, maybe the people that they brought from Afghanistan and took to Guantanamo Bay. But they took young men, it was just clear, you know, my father was 26, you know, Ray was 24, you was what, 18 or how? Right? Just think about 19, that, right? 20, Okay. From the ghetto of Washington, D.C., you house them at the most strategic military marine base in America in terms of Quantico being in proximity to the capital, right? And when you go to visit, you visit at the cell. Ain't no visiting hall. It's not a prison. It's not a jail.
They're not even set up for visitation.
It's not even set up for visitation. You go and you visit at the bars, right? And yeah, that happened. Not only to them, but that happened to us, like all the family, because you went through that, right? And then you go from that and you leave there. We talking about sort of like the impact on family. He went up to Otisville for a little bit in New York, upstate New York, and then from there to Lompoc, California for the next 13 years.
So y'all wasn't even set up in legitimate visiting areas that like. That's down in Canada, Otisville. You go over the top coldest bitch up there. Facts. I know that. What's her name?
Facts.
Then they put you all the way in California, in Lompoc.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah. And the Lompoc, the joint, what's crazy about that joint is like, it ain't like you fly in the Lompoc, right? Ain't no, you know what I mean? You fly to L.A., and then from L.A. you fly to Santa Barbara or Santa Maria, and then you drive, you know, another probably, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour to Lompoc, which is like nothing. Vandenberg Air Base is there, and like, flower farms, like it's the weirdest thing. Like you know what I'm saying? You know, but most kids in our communities ain't gonna never be able to go out there. That's right. But then I went out there 3 times in 13 years. I went out there when I was 12, when I was 16, and then again when I was 19. And he came back to the East Coast, to Cumberland when I was 22, 23.
So he been coming the last.
Since then, the last whatever that is, 19 years.
Okay. So you was able to touch him frequently.
Sure, when he got to Cumberland. But the crazy thing about, but you know, like I'm a grown man by that time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying it fast. Like with this, we talking about. This happened. I went from approaching 9. Right. So just say 9 years old to 23. 22, 23. You know what I mean? All the life experiences, all the growing up in this city, all the dangers, all of my men that got killed, all my men that went to jail, my mother, you know, all these things that was happening. You know what I mean?
Out the park, niggas know me. Curtbone, little homie. All days, yeah. Been a road.